to Bavaria. I have the great pleasure to introduce to you Mama Gabriella, and she's going to show you how to make an Italian vegetarian lasagna.
So here we have all the ingredients for a special vegetarian lasagna. That's just a new and traditional way to do it. Next time we will show the traditional Napolitan lasagna. So we just explain the ingredients. We have here Parmigiano, we have mozzarella, we have milk for the bechamel, we have ricotta, we have some spices, that is oregano, that is of course salt, and we need a little bit of salvia and muscat nut for the bechamel.
Okay.
So we start with cooking lasagna. These lasagnas are just made. Of course, we can one time also to see how to prepare lasagna handmade. But this we bought. But we need, of course, before. It is not pre-cooked. We have to before to cook it in the boiling water with salt,
yes,
for a while. Then we put warm water inside the pan. You know, it must be enough, because to cook Italian pasta, every kind of pasta, we need a lot of water in the pan. Generally, foreign people, they don't do it. They take just less water, but we need to refill the pan till much more than enough.
Okay.
So we can see how much water we have inside the pan. This is a good quantity for, I think, about 6-8 people.
Okay.
So a good portion. Then I want to, there are another important ingredients. In this case we have peas, just cooked. Then we will show how we will prepare it in the Italian way, in the Italian Napolitan way. So to prepare piselli for white vegetarian lasagna, we need 1 kilo about of frozen peas. Then of fresh peas, of course, it would be nice, especially in England. I think you can find a lot of fresh peas. So you take fresh onions, if you have it. You put 4 small fresh onions or 1 normal old onion in the pan with 4 spoons of olive oils. Then you put the peas there just when the onions become a little bit blonde, and then you can put some leaves of lettuce together.
Just a few leaves?
Yeah, 2-3 big leaves of lettuce. Then a taste of salt,
yes,
a taste of white wine, just 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, and then you cover with water. It depends on the peas. If the peas are very fresh and tender, so you don't need so much water.
And how long do you cook them for?
Do you cook it about for 15 minutes?
That's it?
No more than this. Then you can also put inside a taste of white pepper. But of course, we also can change these ingredients with other different vegetables. For instance, with asparagus. If it is period of asparagus, we can take asparagus. We have peas during all the year, but asparagus we have only in spring. So in spring we can do this vegetarian lasagna with asparagus, and the other ingredients are always the same. So now we put salt inside water. water, as you see, is a lot inside. We put salt. We can use also big salt. In this case, I have the small fine salt. So, and then we start to put the lasagna inside. But anyway, it would be nice to put just a little bit of oil to avoid that lasagna can stop to another one. So we put lasagna inside. We have a big pan, so we can put a lot of pieces of lasagna inside.
Yeah. So you can see them moving about in the water there?
Yes, exactly. So now we start to take out of the pan lasagna, who cooked about for 3 minutes, no more, because you need to have it just so, and just a little bit hard, because we are going to put it in the oven, so it will go on to cook in the oven. So it's better it is not so cooked. 3 minutes there is enough. And then we put it on a kitchen towel here, because it needs to be it needs to lie.
Okay.
And how they have to put it. Huh?
Okay, yes, got you.
Now we are going to prepare bechamel. So we take about 500 grams of butter in a pan, and it needs to be completely liquid. Then we have here 1 liter of milk. Later we will write the ingredients, of course. Then we have some muscat nut,
which we call nutmeg.
Okay. And we will take some leaves of salvia. I don't remember in English, salvia.
Yeah, we call it sage.
Sage, yeah, sage, exactly, sage. It's better to have medium. Now we take 50 grams of butter to make it liquid in the pan.
Yes.
And you can...
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is for the bechamel sauce.
Okay, so we can go... and then we put 4 spoons, 2 or 3, for it's too much, of flavor in the butter.
So this is not normal flour, this is special.
Spelt flour.
White spelt flour.
Because the white flour, sometimes it's better, we have not to use always, because you know, a little bit for transgenic with, a little bit because it is not full and it has inside less of vitamin and less of vitamin and some crusca, I don't know how it is called. Crusca.
Okay.
You know, the pericarpo of the seed.
Oh yes, the husk.
Yes. The skin of the... And then we turn around and we put inside some muscat nuts and just leaves of sage inside. So, and then we wait just 2-3 minutes that the butter becomes a little bit blonde. Turning around. Then we put inside some salt, just a little bit like this. And then we are ready to put inside 1 liter of milk. Okay. And we have to turn around like a cream, a sweet cream that everyone knows how to prepare it.
Not everyone.
Not everyone. Yes.
So we'll just keep it on the heat for how long, say?
No more than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you know the bechamel is a little bit too much liquid during the cooking, you can put 1 spoon more, because you know it depends if you use fall flour. It's a little bit less tint than the normal white flour.
Oh, okay, right. So less sticky.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you see that there is some lumps inside the bechamel, of course you can use this one. That it's, how it is called in English?
I don't even know.
This is in Italia frusta elettrica, battitore, okay, you know what it is.
Yes.
So to put the lumps away.
Yeah.
So now bechamel is ready. We can put inside a little bit of pepper, red or white, what you want. Yeah. Then we have everything ready. So we begin to grate the Parmigiano. Now we start to grate Parmigiano. So now we have about 250 grams of Parmigiano grated. We cut the cheese in small pieces, and then we cut mozzarella in small pieces. Doesn't matter how big it is, because it will just become very elastic inside.
Okay.
Then we take one thing like this, we put inside 2 or 3 big spoons of bechamel.
Yes.
And we joint ricotta. We joint ricotta. And then we turn all together like this. If it is a little bit hard, we put some more bechamel, like this. And it is okay. We switch on the oven. Just we need to go to 200. And then later, if you see that bechamel is a little bit too liquid, you can also in the last minutes to go on the 250 degrees, I mean.
Okay.
And then you need about 30 minutes.
30 minutes cooking.
Yeah, it depends on the oven. You know, if you have a gas oven, it is of course quicker. If you have an electric one, you need some more time. So we can tell 30, 40, 45. So it depends on the oven, is very important. They are not all the same, the ovens, we know. Now we put on the bottom of the pan, we put a little bit of bechamel, like this. And then inside we start with lasagna. We put like this, so that we have to cover all the bottom. here.
Yeah.
It must be like this.
Okay, yes.
Cover. Then you will see that the bechamel and ricotta is a little bit too hard. You can of course add a little bit of milk, because it must be like a sauce to cook. So you can add, and you have something much more liquid. So we start with this, like this, like this, like this. Like this. And then you start with mozzarella and cheese. So we go with Parmigiano. We can also put, if you like, of course, some more pepper. You can use the white, the black, the rose, the pink, what you like more. Then we go on with the second level. And you do the same like before. You go with ricotta and bechamel, of course. You go with cheese and mozzarella. You go with pastelli, with peas. And Parmigiano. Now we have almost finished. This is the last layer, and we cover with the last piece of lasagna. So, and we put the last bechamel that we have in the pan.
And you said if there is not quite enough, you add a little bit of water.
Yes, for instance, if we want to use this small part on the bottom, we can put some water inside, because it will go in the oven. And it is also useful to cook a little bit more the lasagna.
Yeah, that's a good tip to know for people, I think.
So, and then we will use some of the
breadcrumbs
on the top.
To make it crunchy?
Yes, exactly. To make it crunchy. And then we put on the top some butter, Or also I prefer a little bit of olive oil. Okay. That's ready to go in the oven.
Great, here we go.
Voila.
So now we wait.
Now we wait, and then we can give the, all the ingredients with the quantities.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, thank you. I thank you very much.
Here.
Yeah.
Plates are heavy. Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Excellent. Oh, yeah.
It's nice to wait some minutes before eating because it needs to just to rest a little bit.
Ah.
That's the way. And then you can eat also lasagna the day after.
Yes, you can.
It is very, very good.
It is.
Of course, it is not a very, very original plates lasagna, but I know that everyone in Europe and in the world, they like to eat lasagna. So next time we will have something much more original of Italian cooking. Just to take confidence, lasagna is like a bridge.
Thank you very much. That's wonderful, Gabriella. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.